Scalpers are the equivalent of roaches. Do you ever like seeing roaches in your house? No, and we don't like seeing them in the sneaker resale community. Hell, they don't belong anywhere. Honestly, they're the worst thing to happen to any type of economy because they push the customer out of the market, bro. It's a fact. Scalpers make the sneaker game unfair because they buy up all the sneakers by using unconventional practices such as robots to get everything. Is that fair to you? You're just one person with a bank card and probably some debt, but still, you're allowed to be a sneakerhead. Ignoring your terrible financial decisions, you have that right, bro. And guess what? The fact that these sneaker scalpers do whatever they want, they buy up all the sneakers and then you try to resell it back to me, bro. You're gonna try to take food off of my plate and serve it back to me? Dog, I'm not playing this little game with you anymore, and you guys are failing now. Good job. I like it. So some of you are asking me, what is a scalper? It's a maggot, it's a fly, it's a roach, it's an insect, something you should stomp on every time you see it because it has no business existing in the ecosystem. A scalper is a person who buys large quantities of an in-demand item at regular price. They hope that this item sells out and that they're able to sell it much higher than its retail price. This practice became extremely popular during COVID. People were reselling toilet paper, PlayStation 5s, computer parts, houses, PPP loans, darn you. But for real, these scalpers thought they had something when everybody was stuck inside. We had nothing better to do but put our credit card numbers into the digital market. Because guess what? The B&B, the brick and mortar stores weren't a thing 4 years ago, right? We were all stuck inside. The only market that existed was the digital market. So these scalpers took advantage of the fact that everything was digitalized. They used that to their advantage. They bought up everything. They bought up all the necessary items and all the popular items, and they thought they could make a quick buck, and it worked for a while. And now, for the most part, we're out of that COVID era, and the scalpers are failing, and they're the worst type of reseller. They're the scum of the earth. I'll say it again. You scalpers who practice this practice are absolute trash. Garbage. I don't want to see you anywhere in this market anymore. You know what? Because I'm going to say this. I go hard on resellers, you know what I'm saying? It may seem like I'm against them, but honestly, the sneaker resellers who actually just sell sneakers, you fix sneakers up, or you go to a convention, you find like one or two shoes, you buy them for a low price, you sell them at a little bit of a higher price. You guys aren't bad. You're actually necessary to keep sneaker culture alive. But these scalpers, these maggots that buy up all these sneakers and think they can force people to support them, you guys are scum. You're not building a connection with the community. You're not doing anything at all. You're just a robot, a sheep. You're somebody that knows how to do simple kindergarten math. I'm so proud of you. You lost all those games of Monopoly when you were younger, and now this is your plan to get revenge. You're a dirtbag. See, scalpers have given sneaker resellers a very bad image. They've made the game completely unfair. How did they do this? You see, scalpers couldn't do this thing back before COVID and before the whole digital sneaker era. Now with everything being online with websites and raffles, these scalpers feel like they can rise from the dirt like little mole rats and do what they do. So this is what they like to do. They like to employ robots to buy sneakers. That's why with hype sneakers, they sell out instantly. Like name a sneaker like a Travis Scott, for example. How many people do you know are actually able to get those things for retail? Probably less than 100. Most of the people who get sneakers like that are robots. They are one person who buys up all these sneakers, and guess what? They sell them back to you for 10 times the price. Isn't that great? You weren't able to get the sneaker for retail. You were kept out of the equation. You were pushed off the dining table, forced to watch us eat, and then we'll save you the scraps and we'll give them back to you. Thank you. No, I'm not doing that. Dummy, you can eat a bag of baby diapers. See, they ruined the sneaker resale game, bro, because they made hype sneakers almost impossible to get for retail. You know, back in the day when the Air Yeezy 2 came out, the reason why that sneaker is so coveted because you actually had to go in person to buy that sneaker. It wasn't like you can go on a website, punch in some numbers, then boom, you got your Air Yeezys, right? You actually had to do something in order to get that sneaker. That's why they're so coveted. Nowadays, most quote unquote hype sneakers are just sneakers that the scalpers got to before we ever got a chance to get to them. Isn't that something? Wow, you guys have really torn the game up, messed the game up, and finagled it to be something that you thought would work for you forever. But now people have caught on and are not playing into your dumb low practice anymore. You see, because what scalpers have done, they have removed fashion art from the table, right? There's no meaning in sneakers anymore, guys. It's all about the monetary value. There used to be a time where people actually wanted to wear their sneakers outside, make a cool fit with them, and actually express themselves through the sneakers that they wore. Nowadays, these scalpers think, oh my God, hype, monetary value, easy way to quit my 9 to 5. I'm gonna do it, bro. Get a life, bro. You can literally mine cryptocurrency for all day. Instead of buying sneakers for 10 times the original price, bro, learn a new trade. And like I said, the scalping just isn't working anymore. You want to know why? The consumers caught on, the companies caught on, and everybody's just tired of playing this little game with y'all. Because guess what? The consumers realize a couple of things. First thing they realize is that we have the louder voice at the end of the day, because if I'm not willing to play this game with you, there's no game to be played, bro. It takes two to do this little dance right here. I'm going to go ahead and walk away from this toxic relationship. So this is where most of the consumers have went now. They either A, went to used sneakers, right? They started buying used products because those things don't get scalped like that, right? Used products already have a little bit of a discount applied to them. They can't sell for that much. There's a cap on them because they've been worn. Two, a lot of people have also started to buy reps, right? A lot of people have realized, like, wow, you know what sneakers is really about? It's about fashion and self-expression. It's not about how much money I could spend on a sneaker. Nowadays, it just costs too much to keep up this image and this facade of something when these sneakers look exactly the same. And I'm tired of supporting people with immoral practices. A lot of people will say the people that buy reps are the people with immoral practices. And hey, if that's how you feel, that's how you feel. But guess what? Two wrongs don't make a right, but they certainly don't make two less. I mean, come on, let's just be real, guys. If you do dirt, I do dirt, who's doing less dirt? You know what I'm saying? At least people that buy reps, they're not out here trying to finesse other people. They're not out here trying to take money out of people's pockets, bro. They're just doing what works best for them. And isn't that the point of being a human being sometimes? This law of self-preservation. We're going to do what's best for us no matter what. So I get it. I get why people have started buying used sneakers. I get why people have started buying reps. And people have also started to support other sneaker brands. That's why you see New Balance popping off. That's why you see Asics popping off. Hell, one day you might see Skechers popping off, because people have realized, you know what? Instead of me going to the hype brands that the scalpers always get, like Nike, Jordan, Yeezy, let me go ahead and grow something from the ground up, and let me join something as it rises to the top. That way, when my collection is filled with hype sneakers, hey, maybe I can eventually ascend to that level too with my collection. When I get tired of wearing these pairs, I can sell a couple of them off for a few $100s. You know what I'm saying? That's cool. So you see, because a lot of people equate scalper and reseller as being the same thing, and they're not the same thing. See, a scalper and a reseller aren't the same thing. A scalper is a reseller who just lacks morals and integrity. Somebody who just wants a quick buck. Somebody who just wants to make money by any means necessary. A reseller can be very, very beneficial to the sneaker game, guys. You have to understand, resellers are the heart of the culture. I'm being for real, guys. The sneaker resellers who go out, make connections with the community, get to know the people that buy their sneakers. They're willing to negotiate with you. They're willing to give you a discount. You know what I'm saying? Those are the true heart of the community, because those people are building the community and building them together. That's why sneaker conventions are so important, because that's a way for people to connect. And those connections have been completely severed by this digital era. This digital market of sneakers has completely destroyed the way we operate. And it's sad to witness. It's heartbreaking to witness, because I know deep down there's a lot of people out there who really want to connect. You got the people who wear reps who really just want to connect to the people who collect retail sneakers. Believe it or not, there's a big divide amongst these two parties that has been created by these resellers, because at the end of the day, there are just people that just want to wear their shoes. They just want to enjoy their shoes. They want to talk about their shoes. Everybody's so caught up in this, let me see how much I can collect. How much money can I make off of this? How much money can I make here? No, dog. Sit down and remember why you started doing this in the first place. It was to build something, to inspire yourself, and just feel a part of a bigger culture. Scalpers, you are the worst type of sneaker reseller. You have completely severed the game, bro. You have divided the community. You have created a divide amongst people who just want to enjoy something. And yes, scalpers exist in every single type of collecting market, whether it be electronics, baseball cards, clothing. You guys are always going to do what you do. But guess what? Your day in the sneaker market is coming to a very quick end. You're seeing the writing on the wall now, because a lot of people have woken up. And I think your time is up, and it's going to allow this wall between all these different parties to finally collapse, and hopefully we can bring the sneaker game back together. And no, you guys are not the only problem. There are several other problems in the sneaker community. community that I plan on addressing. But for right now, you guys are the biggest roach that we need to squash. And yeah, we're getting the raid for you. Psst, psst. Here, suck on that. Go ahead, squirm. You ever like sprayed raid on a roach and watch it like cower on the ground? It makes you feel good. And that's what scalpers are doing right now. They're like little roaches on the ground, shriveling and squinting and worming around. Yeah, we love to see it. But your sneaker avatar has spoken. I am going to bring back this community one way or another, and I appreciate you guys for watching the video and supporting me. I hope you guys have a great day, and I'll catch you next time. Peace!